let's welcome Leon to the stage.
Hi.
Hi, Leon. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Yes. How is Expo going?
Great, yes.
I heard you had a really nice time yesterday.
A little bit too late.
What kind of things did you do yesterday?
I went around and met some roasters who've been buying our coffee. It was really inspiring.
Must be exciting.
Yeah.
Are you ready for the presentation?
I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Okay, amazing. When you're ready, please stand behind the table.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Or as we say in Swahili, Jambo. My name is Leon Christianakis. I'm from northern Tanzania. My wife, Aideen, and I own and manage 2 coffee farms, Acacia Hills and Tembo Tembo Limited. Aideen and I celebrated our 30th wedding anniversary a few days ago, and I'm very fortunate to have a wife by my side who loves life in Africa and growing coffee as much as I do. You will see on my slide, my name, I think, is written in Japanese. While visiting Japan a few years ago, a young man we met in a coffee shop wrote it for me. We have this framed and hanging in our office. Let me first tell you a little bit about where our coffee farms are actually located. Tanzania is on the eastern side of Africa, and our farm is located on the northern part of the country, close to the Kenyan border. Northern Tanzania offers a combination of high altitude, fertile volcanic soils, reliable rainfall, and cool nighttime temperatures, all of which make it one of the best coffee growing regions in the world. So why is this area so perfect for growing coffee? Our coffees have some unique characteristics, and these occur for many reasons, but the most important are the remarkable volcanic soils of our farm, and secondly is the altitude. Acacia and Tembo Tembo are located next to a UNESCO World Heritage Site, a highly protected area known as the Ngorongoro Conservation Area. The area is named after the world-famous Ngorongoro crater. The crater is the world's largest volcanic crater, a volcano which erupted over 2 million years ago, with its cone collapsing inwards, forming the intact crater. These rich volcanic soils are free draining, high in organic matter, and have extraordinary topsoil. The second reason our farm has some unique qualities is the altitude at which it grows, with the farms ranging from 1,850 meters to over 2,000 meters. This is ideal for growing specialty coffee. On Acacia and Tembo Tembo, we produce several different coffee varieties of specialty coffee, but we've become famous for our geisha, especially here in Japan. We introduced geisha to Tanzania about 15 years ago, and it's been a huge success. As our friends at TYPICA will tell you, our geisha sells out every year as soon as we present it to the market. And for example, all our geisha has been reserved for this year, and we've not even finished harvesting it yet. All the varieties we grow on both Acacia and Tembo Tembo thrive at high altitude, volcanic soils, and bring exceptionally high quality. They can also tolerate Tanzania's periodic dry conditions, which fits with a wet-dry seasonal pattern. They love the cooler night temperatures, and the shade trees we've also planted have huge benefit to our coffee. Tanzania is rich in culture, with the discovery of the earliest known remains of human remains. Our area is deemed one of the most important prehistoric sites in the world, being instrumental in understanding the early human evolution. This area also has a dense population of wildlife, many of which pass out of the national park on our boundary and through the farm. We have specifically created corridors to allow the seasonal migration of these animals to the grasslands below us. Our area is also home to various ethnic groups of people called the Maasai and the Iraq people. They're mainly hunters and pastoralists. These people are well known for their intricate jewelry. They wear long beaded hair. The Maasai music consists of rhythms and chants with repetition of simple melodies. They perform a traditional dance of jumping movement. Their food consists mainly of raw meat, raw milk, honey, and blood. Tanzania's climate is especially suitable for coffee cultivation and forestry, allowing the coffee trees and shade trees to thrive. Northern Tanzania benefits from 2 rainy seasons. The long rains, which start in March to May, and the short rains, October to December. We get daily temperature variation in Tanzania highlands. That is, we get warm daytime temperatures followed by cooler nights. On Acacia and Tembo, we're passionate about creating a dense forest canopy over our coffee. And when TYPICA introduced us the concept of OKAGESAMA, we were so excited to be part of the project. Planting this tree canopy over our coffee will bring so many benefits, such as cooler microclimates, moisture retention, and improved soil health. On Acacia and Tembo, we plan to continue the planting of trees in the existing coffee to increase shade. But what is even more exciting is we're also planting up a whole new area of coffee and a forest canopy of we plan a forest canopy of what is now bare, empty land. So how will we do this? Let's build a step-by-step roadmap for creating a dense coffee forest that balances productivity, ecology, and long-term resilience. This is our new area that's not planted with coffee. So in year 1 and 2, we'll plant the coffee trees together with fast-growing shade-providing trees, all from our own nurseries. We'll space these shade trees at 10 to 12 meters, staggered so that they create a patchwork of shade. We'll also build up the soils with heavy mulching, making compost, and interplanting nitrogen fixers. In years 3 and 4, we'll continue to plant coffee. We'll introduce mid-story planting, i.e. introduce slower growing trees and native forest trees like Cordia africana. Our shade management will prune pioneer trees so that the young coffee still receives DRAPL light, aiming for about a 30 to 35% canopy cover. By now, the forest canopy is multiple layers of coffee, of shade trees, and native forest species form a stable ecosystem. The coffee is now fully established, and what occurs is slow ripening under dense shade greatly improves our already wonderful coffees. Fallen leaves, prunings, and organic matter regenerate the soil. Biodiversity and microclimate stabilize yields. Our long-term vision, which is beyond 10 years, our farms evolve into a coffee-based forest garden in both the newly planted areas and the existing estate. Coffee will always be the key crop, especially our geisha, but this will be surrounded by a sustainable living ecosystem. Before I finish, let me tell you a little bit about our life in Africa. My wife, Aideen, and I have 2 children who grew up in rural Tanzania called Peter and Sophia. They went to university in Europe and presently work in London. Our son Peter is working in the world of coffee learning about trading coffee. He, like his parents, is passionate about coffee and loves Africa. They say if you're born in Africa, there's always a huge pull back home. And we suspect in a couple of years, both of our children will come home to work alongside their parents. Peter has a Series 1 Land Rover, which he's been restoring for the last 10 years. Peter will be the fourth generation of our farm in Tanzania, as my grandfather moved there from Greece in the early 1900s. Peter and his cousins have all restored these wonderful old cars, and they like nothing more than heading to the African bush with their old Land Rovers. I started this short presentation saying hello in Swahili, and we'll sign off by saying goodbye, kwaheri. Thank you.